Hey guys, thank you for stopping by my channel. If you like the videos, then make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. If you want to leave any feedback, that's always appreciated down in the comments. And if you want to keep up with this series as well as my other projects, then go ahead and join our Discord, which is on the screen. Take care, nerds. Now on to the video. Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of my Discord.js series. In this episode, I'm going to talk about what I alluded to a bit in the previous video, and that's regarding security of your Discord and how to set up like a verification channel. And basically, I will show you an example in the Nerd Cave development Discord. So we can go from there. So when you first join the Discord, there is one thing that you have to do. There are two steps, easy steps. You're going to want to read the rules channel and make sure that you read the rules, you understand them, and you agree to them. And if you agree to them, you can go ahead and react to this message, and that will give you the default role, the nerds role, and you'll be added like full access to the Discord. So the reason why I have that in place is it's more around like security of a Discord. As your Discord's growing, or you kind of want to like have another like professional Discord, it's just that you want to make sure things are in place and are working and nothing can be exploited or broken. So the reason why I have these measures in place is I've used them before. And that's why I want to make sure that my Discord is secured and other users are secured in Discord. They're not going to be hassled by bot raids or other sorts of issues that might happen. So there's a couple different ways you can set up a verification process in your Discord. The first way is by default, you can just change the moderation settings in your Discord server. And I have to disable streamer mode real quick for that, so let me do that. So you can change the moderation settings to must also be a member of the server for longer than 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes being in the Discord, they'll have access to the Discord. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is you can use like a Dinobot, for example, has a functionality of this, and I also have a similar kind of a functionality of it as well. But after maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes or however so many minutes of being in Discord, you'll be given a role that will give you access to the Discord. So that's something you can also have in place. So if you want a user to have like a member role, which we're going to use here with the verified role, after 10 minutes they'll not only have access to this Discord, but they'll be added to the verified role and they can have full access. And another way is you can have a verify command. So someone may be able to just type in verify and they can go through the process of verifying. Usually like to type in verify, they'll get the role. Or some bots I've even seen, you can type in verify and you have to put in the CAPTCHA. So the CAPTCHA API is being used there. But those are just examples of security. And it's always important for like a public Discord that you have some level of security in place, because you never know what might happen. It's just a good thing to do as you're growing or not growing. It's just a public Discord in general. So in this case, we're going to be using the welcome channel, the verification channel method that I have here in Nerd Cave development. So this is going to be pretty short because we're going to be using the message reaction add event here with this message that we have posted in the verify channel. Also with this, I used the eval command and just made a little embed just to post here. You don't have to do that. You can have your own command in place to make an embed, or you can use a webhook or whatsoever. I'm not going to go into that unless you have questions about that in the comments or Discord. I can answer there. But that's just something that I decided to just do real quick. But this is kind of like the code I used here. But the main thing that you're going to want is, first of all, in the message that you have, make sure you're descriptive with what the user has to do to get access to the Discord. So in this place, they're going to have to read the rules channel. And after they read the rules channel, they react to this message. Once they react to this message, they'll receive the role. Now you also want to make sure you have some permissions set up in this channel so not others can see it. So here's an example of permissions that I have in place. So only users can read messages and read message history. They can't add reactions or manage messages or send messages. And then other roles that you might have, like some staff roles or like donor roles or whatever, make sure those users are also cannot have access to seeing this channel, because once you're verified, there's really no need for them to see this channel at all. At the most, make sure you have like at least your admins who can see the channel. So if something goes wrong with the bot, or there's a raid going on, your admins can be able to handle that. As again, all these bots are just joining the Discord. You'll see them just popping in one by one by one, or by doubles or triples, and you can just go ahead and ban or kick members from there, because they won't have any access to any other areas of the Discord except this verified channel or limbo channel or whatever channel you want to call. So let's get started. So I'm going to change a couple things here and add some new variables. First and foremost, you're going to want a role that you're going to give that member once they verify themselves. In this case, I have a verified role. So I go to roles, verified. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ID for that role. And the reason being is I'm using IDs because you might change the name of the role in the future. And no matter how many times you change the name, the ID won't change. So it just changes dynamically. You don't have to update your code. I advise using IDs where possible, other than like just specifically the name. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that real quick. So here I have the ID for the verified role, and this can be any other role that you want, and just make sure you get the ID that way. Also with that, next video I'm probably going to go over the eval command, since eval command is very useful for evaluating like with JavaScript commands. So you might want to get the specific information of a channel or role, etc. And for me, the eval command has been useful for me in many cases, so I'll share that in the next video or a future one. Anyways, we have the role now. So we're just going to call this verify, and verified. That's the name of the role. Next, we're going to add a verified channel. So I'm going to change this to welcome channel, and make sure this is, you change this as well here. And verified channel. And make sure this is the name of the channel that you have set for verifications. In this case, is verify. Then we're gonna add in a new if statement, and this is going to verify a member once we have added react to the message in the verify channel. Gives them the verified role. So that's what we have going on here. So two things in the conditions for this if statement. We're going to make sure A, that the emoji is the check emoji, and B, that it is also in the verified channel. So we're going to get the emoji here, and like I said previously, this can be whatever emoji that you want, but I'm just using a check emoji for the demonstration purposes. So if message reaction emoji.name equals check, and message.channel.id equals verified channel.id, then first and foremost we're going to add them to the verified channel role, the verified role. So as we did before, down below we're going to do member.add role verify, and then we're going to catch any sort of errors. It's always good to handle errors where you can, just so you can see what's going on. Then we're going to remove the user from the role. So we're going to use the .remove method of message reaction, and we looked at this a little bit earlier. So if you see remove, this removes a user from this reaction, and the type is a user resolvable. So this means you can use a series of different data types: user, snowflake, message, guild, or guild member. But in this case, it's going to be guild member, but you can also go pass in user if you really want, but I already have member defined here, so I'm gonna use guild member as the data type. So in this case, it's gonna be message reaction dot remove member, and we're gonna catch a console error here. So that's it. So let's test this and make sure this is all good. I'm gonna fix that typo. Anyways, so here's a message and here's a reaction, and the same reaction that we have check it for here, and it's in the verified channel. So I'm not in the verified row. Let's go. Well, we have issue here. I'm not getting the role. Now, pause the video for a moment and think about it. Why might you be getting this error or this issue? It's not an error, it's just an issue in general. Now, the reason being is because of what we brought up in the previous video, and that's with the cache. That message in the verified channel is not being cached. So we're gonna have to make sure that the messages in this channel is being cached. So due to that, we're gonna have to head back over to the ready event. And what I'm gonna do here is, instead of copy and pasting this and doing like verify that welcome that fetch messages, we're actually gonna create an array, add those messages in, and then we're just gonna loop through the array, fetching the messages. So I'm gonna do const verify. I'm also going to change this to template literal when I write this again. And then fetched channels, and then we're going to do welcome and then verify. Then we're going to do fetch channels. We're just going to do for each. We're not going to do a for loop here, since we're just applying the same thing to everything in the array. And the parameter is going to do C, since. All right, and we're going to do c.fetch messages limited 10, same thing as we did previously. And we're going to pass in the collected. You don't actually have to pass this in. All you have to do really is just add in the .catch. But I just kind of want to show you that these messages are being fetched correctly, and I'm sure, and you guys can be sure, but you don't have to do this. Just issues you can. I'm going to do constant.log fetched collected.size messages in c.name. And then we can delete this and start up the bot, and it's going to say fetch 1 messages and verify and 1 messages and welcome. So we go ahead, we don't have the verified role, we react to it, it added the role, verified, and it removes my reaction from the message. Simple as that. So this is just a quick short video on verification steps and what you can do, and kind of like implement this into your bot and your Discord server, so your server can be safe and as possible. And yeah, that wraps it up here, guys. I don't think I have anything else to say. Again, you don't have to keep this collected message in here. I'm just having it here for testing purposes. And I forgot to add a .catch. So that is it, guys. Wrapping it up here. If you have any further questions or issues, you can leave that down below. Any feedback is also appreciated anytime. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, nerds.